My name is Sally Cho, and I'm one of the co-editors-in-chief.
My name is Anthony Durzo, and I'm the news editor for the Uproar.
My name is Claire Majerick, and I'm the opinions editor.
My name is Quinn Volpe, and I'm one of the co-editors-in-chief.
I am Jess Daninhirsch, and I am the photography editor.
Sam Podnar, and I'm a staff writer.
My name is Lorenzo Zattoli, and I'm a senior staff writer.
My name is Nolan Collery, and I am a staff writer.
My name is Virginia Lucas, and I'm a staff writer.
My name is Waverly Younce, and I'm a senior staff writer.
Hi, my name is Michelle Huang, and I am the features editor for the Uproar.
I want to be a music producer or a journalist.
I want to be a photojournalist when I grow up.
I've been looking at a bunch of different things, and right now I'm going to school for either broadcast journalism or just journalism.
I've thought a lot about doing something in writing or something in film, possibly.
I definitely want to be in the journalism field. Thankfully, there's many aspects of journalism that I can get into. Specifically, I would like to get into something covering crime throughout the city of Pittsburgh. I think that would really suit me best.
The goal is to be a psychiatrist.
I want to be a sports broadcaster and work for NBA on TNT.
My favorite piece that I've ever written probably would have to be More Than a Number, which was about the Parkland shootings. And it was just a really impactful piece, and I researched it for a month before I wrote it, so I got to learn a lot, and it meant a lot to me.
So I have two. One was October 27th, 2 years later, which was a reflection on the Tree of Life shooting in Squirrel Hill 2 years ago, which is now almost 3 years ago. And also the one called A Pittsburgh Wall Crawl, just because that one was so fun to do. I got to go all around the city taking photos and then writing about the really cool murals and public art all throughout Pittsburgh.
My favorite piece I've ever written for the Uproar was when I interviewed Officer Ray. I got a lot of good feedback from not just the school, but the people around the community, and I was very proud of it.
I like the one article I have titled Riots from a Different Lens. I wrote that, I think, close to the beginning of last year, and then I submitted it for a bunch of other things. And it just came together really well.
Probably enough was enough, and it still is. It's an opinion article I wrote last year.
I wrote a piece, I think in March of last year, about how Scotland made access to period products free, and I wrote an opinions article about that, so I really like that.
Definitely the company they keep. It was about the insurrection on January 6th.
I love the entire series called Turncoat by Jonathan Ross, who was a student here a couple years ago. I think it's really interesting because he writes from the point of view that's the opposite of his point of view, and I just think it's very interesting to read.
It's a series, honestly. It's called Eating Across Bridges, and it's by one of our past editors-in-chief, I think, Jonathan. And I don't know, I just like how he connects people with food.
I really like On the Bubble by Sally Cho and Lorenzo Zattoli.
Lucy Flagg wrote an incredible article last year about Patrick. He loved his socks, and it's called They Knocked His Socks Off. Go read it.
Definitely the piece Lucy Flagg did on Patrick Birmingham and his socks.
Lucy Flagg's They Knocked His Socks Off was definitely my favorite.
I like Sally Cho's one about masks last year. I think it's called A Question of Safety. I think it was a really important article to write, and I'm glad that she did it.
Sam Podnar wrote a piece called The Weight of a Name, and it was just a super cool article.
My favorite piece written by somebody else was probably Why Everyone Hates the College Board.
I really like the Look at This series because I like seeing people's artwork and hearing about their inspiration.
My favorite thing about journalism is that it gives students the opportunity to express themselves in whatever format they like, whether that's in writing or video or photography.
My favorite thing about journalism is being able to kind of tell the stories of others in a way, being able to get out information that wouldn't have gotten out otherwise.
I love being able to create something out of nothing and express my opinion for everyone to see.
When you write for a newspaper or for anything, even social media, and you use your own voice to advocate, you're giving a voice to the voiceless.
I like that it covers like real people and that it's bringing the stories of people that you would never know like right in front of the screen into you.
Getting a chance to share my opinion because I'm an opinionated person and I like having the opportunity to share it.
Creative expression.
It's like a twofold thing, the way that you can tell the truth and the truth can create these massive changes, but also the way that you can tell people's stories and that those stories can also create massive changes.
I like writing about things people care about and, you know, exposing them to things they might not have thought about before.
My favorite thing about journalism is definitely getting to meet new people when you conduct interviews. You have to really put yourself out there, and you get to establish relationships with people you never thought you'd be associated with.
My favorite thing about journalism is being able to get together with a bunch of kids who have the same motivations as you, like who want to put themselves out there, who really want to do their best, and we all kind of uplift each other, and that's really awesome.
In sophomore year, we went to DC for the journalism convention, and that truly just changed my life. That was the moment where I realized I really want to be a journalist. And I think when we went to the museum, which is sadly closed now, so there was an exhibit of Pulitzer Prize winning photos, and that's where I decided that this is what I want to do. I want to be a photojournalist.
Definitely going on the trips that we took. We went to Washington, D.C. We went twice, and again, I met a lot of cool people who were also on staff and established really cool relationships that I'll treasure forever.
We went to Washington, D.C. my sophomore year, and definitely the food. It was amazing. We went to this Lebanese place and they had the best hummus. It was so good.
We went on a trip to Washington, D.C. like when we were sophomores, and just that whole trip was probably like the highlight of me wanting to do journalism, and I'm sure for a bunch of other people too.
I just like being in classes with my friends, and there's always plenty of people that are like-minded to me in journalism classes.
It was during the Washington, D.C. trip, sophomore year, sitting in someone's hotel room and just glancing over and seeing a fat rat run across everybody's luggage. I've never seen an actual rat until that day. Like, not like those cute white ones you see at the pet store, but like an actual one. So, one of my core memories at this point.
My dream vacation is probably Bahamas.
Northern Italy, like on the coast, just hang out there for a few weeks.
Definitely Hawaii.
My dream vacation would be to Greece and see all like the sites like the Parthenon.
To go to Greece and just live there for like a month or two.
I want to go to Spain.
Bora Bora.
I would like to go to Europe and backpack around or visit a bunch of cities or something.
Anywhere that's like kind of naturey and like a place where you get to disconnect.
Go to Wyoming, prove it's real.
My celebrity crush is definitely Mariah Carey.
My celebrity crush is Jim Carrey.
Peyton List.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Alex Turner, the lead singer of the Arctic Monkeys.
Simu Liu right now.
Justin Bieber or Harry Styles.
Dylan O'Brien.
Okay, once upon a time there.
I accidentally broke my sister's arm.
I have an iron deficiency badly.
I didn't sleep well. I'm tired.
Emotional roller coasters are actually very fun.